Operation Atalanta was born in December 2008. The European Union adopted the decision to launch the operation based on some United Nations Security Council resolutions, because we had a problem in that time in the Indian Ocean with many pirate events. So it was a huge concern globally, not only in the European Union, and they decided to launch the operation.
Initially, fishermen who were used to going to sea, equipped, funded by kingpins, and going out to sea to try and capture merchant vessels at sea. And as they became more successful and the rewards became bigger, then there was more investment by the kingpins, and this developed into a very sophisticated operation.
The issue of piracy affected most the coastal communities of Somalia in terms of all the things we talk about, destroying families, creating all kind of, using the using of drugs and alcohol consumption and all that, and so it had an impact.
Basically, EUNAVFOR Atalanta tries to guarantee the freedom of navigation and to increase the maritime security in the Indian Ocean and the Red Sea. And for that reason, we have a mandate that contains a bunch of tasks, different tasks. Some are executive tasks and some of them are non-executive. The executive tasks are, for example, the fighting against the piracy and the armed robbery of the coast of Somalia, the protection of the World Food Programme vessels and the vulnerable shipping, actions against drug trafficking, and also the enforcement of the arms embargo in Somalia. It's a UN arms embargo, and we support in the enforcement. And we have the non-executive tasks, which are the monitoring of illicit traffickings, like charcoal trafficking, drug trafficking, arms trafficking, and also, and very important, the illegal, unregulated and unreported fishing that happens close to Somalia.
cid allaal cid ay qosas dawladda beesha caalamka annaga nafteena inaan dadaalna saas ku fiican.
Operation Atalanta has already developed from anti-piracy of the coast of Somalia into a broader maritime security operation covering a large spectrum of tasks in a much larger theater. First it was against piracy in the coast of Somalia, now it's a full security provider for the maritime roads along the coast of Africa.
So now we are, even though piracy still, they could go back to piracy if the situation, if the conditions are met. We should not let our guard down, but we are also doing other. EUNAVFOR has moved to other activities like these ones, like drug trafficking, weapons smuggling, to keep ensuring maritime security in the Indian Ocean. So we're just adapting to the new situation without forgetting that pirates could go back.
So it's very important that we work together to help the Somali maritime forces to make the coast more secured, and also at the same time there is a lot of threats happening in the sea here. If we talk about piracy, illicit trafficking, trafficking in person smuggling of migrants, as well as narcotic trafficking as well. So all these threats, to fight it, you need collaborative effort actually to make sure that we are all here to help the Somali maritime forces to combat these threats.
New elements in response to EU's and the international community's security needs mirror the Union's ability to swiftly tackle upcoming crises.
For that reason, we evolved. We had some other different threats. We have some conflicts in the area. We have some other problems. The illicit traffickings that finance the criminal organizations and also the terrorist groups. And we have to evolve to become a maritime security provider in the area. And that is the reason why right now we continue fighting piracy, but we are also doing many anti-drug operations and supporting the building of the maritime security architecture in the area, and also doing some maritime capability building with the coastal states and capability enhancing in order for them to be capable of providing their own security.
Without the security they provided us, it would not have been possible for us to deliver aid in Somalia, across the country.
Atalanta is the living proof of three key elements of the EU capacity in crisis management. First, unity in responsiveness. Second, effectiveness in operations. Third, adaptability and vision.
The EU has a wide range of tools that it uses everywhere in the world. The objective is to be very effective. It's what we call the comprehensive approach. So it's about having diplomacy here at the political level, but to have it sustained by our development programs. It's about having the Atalanta operation that is also complementing our efforts inlands and onlands. It's about our regional programs also that will address a number of challenges that the region is facing.
When we talk about the collaboration with other EU institutions, organizations, operations, we talk about the EU integrated approach, and we talk about the Team Europe in the area. And we have an important part are the European Union delegations in each of the regional states. We support them, of course, with our port visits, naval diplomacy activities, and we support their external action impact in those areas. The External Action Services in the European Union is like the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the European Union, and we support what they ask us. But we also support those operations that you have mentioned, the European Union Training Mission in Somalia, UTM Somalia, and European Union Capability Mission in Somalia, UCAP Somalia. We are complementary.